This stuff works. I put this foundation routine on multiple times, went outside, was outside all day long, hot, 100-degree weather, and came back home and it looked like I had just did my makeup. Welcome back to my channel. It's Alicia. If you're new, hey girl, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so we can be friends. If you're not new, welcome back. This video is going to be about a foundation routine. I already did a foundation, well actually an everyday makeup video on my channel, but I since then have updated my foundation routine and found other products and things that I like that will really help with people who have oily skin like me. It's summertime, we want to be outside, but I mean, if you have oily skin, you're gonna be looking shiny, you're gonna be looking sweaty, and it's not cute. So I have some products that I have found and some other things that I feel like all work together really well, and I want to share my routine with you guys. This is very sweat proof, and I mean that when I say sweat proof. I tried these products out and I have done this routine a couple of times before I just came on here and just saying stuff. This stuff works. Went outside, was outside all day long, hot, 100-degree weather, and came back home and it looked like I had just did my makeup. I did not have to pat, I did not have to reapply, I didn't have to do anything. It lasted all day for me. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get into that foundation routine. If you are interested in seeing how I got my hair like this, I have a little bun in the back, please let me know. Leave me a comment below and I will drop a video on how I got my fluffy edges. Ignore that, I don't know what that is. So in this video, I'm not gonna talk through my eyebrow, like how I do my eyebrows, because I want to do a separate video for that. But if you are interested in seeing me do my eyebrows like more detailed, definitely leave me a comment and I will do a video on that. But just for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna speed through that part. The first thing that I do is clean my skin with some makeup wipes, and you can get makeup wipes from anywhere. A quick tip is you can actually find discounted makeup wipes at Ross, Marshalls, or TJ Maxx. That's usually where I get mine from. And I'm just using makeup wipes. These are deep clean makeup wipes, and you want to make sure you're cleaning all the oil and everything off your skin before you start. So that can really make a difference in your foundation. If your skin's not clean, it would make your skin oily for sure. And like I said, if you want to see a video detailed on my eyebrows, please let me know in the comments. I will do a video separate for that. I only use 3 products. I only use 3 products for them, and they're really affordable products. I don't use anything super expensive. All right, now that I got my eyebrows set, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put my primer on. And I'm doing this now so it can dry while I'm doing my eyebrows. And I'm using the Fenty Instant Retouch Primer in soft matte. All right, now that my brows are done, I know it looks really light, but that's gonna get fixed. Now that my brows are done, I'm about to go in with this bad boy right here. Now, I know that there's a lot of debate about using this, but it really makes a difference, especially if you have oily skin. I promise you, it makes the world of a difference. However, if you don't want to use that, you really don't want to use that, you definitely can do the translucent powder first and then go in with your foundation, because you know, it's really preference, it's up to you, but I feel like this really makes a difference. Either way, the foundation that I use, which is this right here, this Revlon Color Stay and Matte Finish, I lie to you not, best concealer I've ever bought in my life. You need to go get it. If you do not have this and you have oily skin, you need to go get it right now. That and the e.l.f. Camo Matte Finish Concealers, that is what's going to give you that very, very matte finish. Now, when I say matte, I don't mean that your skin's gonna be dry all day, because it definitely feels moisturized. It does not feel super dry all day long. It doesn't feel cracky or anything like that. It still feels good. You know, it still feels good, but it gives you a lasting foundation, and that's something that you really, really want. So I'm gonna go in this Milk of Magnesia, and I'm gonna just put it on the areas that my skin gets oily the most. And you don't want to put a lot. I had to learn that the hard way, excuse me. You don't want to put a lot. If you put too much of this, when you go to put your foundation on, it will make your foundation peel. And I did not know that, and I didn't see any videos on that when I tried this out. So definitely keep that in mind. Do not put too much. It will make your foundation literally roll off when you go to pat it. So you just want to put a very thin layer on. And you want to wait for that to dry. Now, if you don't, it may not come up white. Mine doesn't come up white. I don't know why. I see other people's and it pops up white on their skin. I don't know why. That's why I kept layering it the first time I did this, thinking like, oh, it's not white enough, it's not white enough. But really, I was putting on too much. So just do your one little layer. Just do your one little layer. If it doesn't pop up, it's fine. I promise you it will still work. So now I'm gonna go in with, like I said, this Revlon Color Stay Foundation and matte finish. It is specifically for combination oily skin. So girl, go get it. I'm telling you, go get it. I shouldn't even have to say it this many times. This thing works. 24-hour foundation, and it says it on there, 24 hours. Probably can't even see it. 24 hours. And it actually has SPF in it. Yeah, it has SPF 15 in it, so that's really good. And I have it in the color Espresso. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my face. And I would say another really, really important thing when it comes to oily skin and our makeup, use a beauty blender. Please use a beauty blender. I am very pro brush. I love makeup brushes. I think that they make you have a smoother look. But as far as your foundation goes, this beauty blender makes the world of a difference, because it's going to take off all of the excess foundation that is just sitting on top of your skin. And that can cause a lot of oiliness as well throughout the day, having too much product on. So this will take off some of that excess product. Now I'm just gonna pat this until I feel like it's not oily. Like, not oily. Not gonna have oil yet. It's not shiny, so it's not shiny. I'm gonna try to take as much off as possible, or really blend it in, should I say. Blend it in as much as possible. And my eyebrows are still a little light, so I'm gonna go in with my brush, the same little brush that I use for my concealer, and I'm just going to go around my brows a little bit. Not a whole lot, because I still like that light look. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. concealer and I'm going to highlight my face. Forgot the word. I'm gonna highlight my face. And I'm using the 16-hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish in the color Rich Chocolate. And I also have the Camo Concealer Hydrating Satin Finish in the color Deep Olive. And I'm gonna mix them together. I'm gonna layer them so I can get that light look. Now for this part, I am going to use a brush to blend it out, and then I'll go in with my beauty blender to just blend the edges out. With this concealer, you do not want to wait too long. I know the new trend is like to let it set, and I definitely believe in letting it set and it blends better. But if you let this sit too long, it will be so hard to blend. It really sits into your skin and dries fast. So be aware. And especially with this light concealer, you want to go in around the edges first, like blend out the outside first and then blend out the inside, because if you don't, you will have this highlighter, well, this highlight section with the concealer literally down halfway through your face. Don't do that. I was watching, I think her name's Katie or Kathy on YouTube, and I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. I love her. I actually follow her on Instagram and I watch her on YouTube. And if you haven't, go watch her foundation routine because she is wonderful. I learned a lot of things from her, and she taught a trick on her video about not blending too much, like over blending. And it is so important. Definitely go check out her video. Please ignore my faces. I make the ugliest faces when I'm doing my makeup. I don't know why. I feel like everyone does. If your face isn't making an ugly face, like, is your makeup even really good? Did you even really do it right? And another thing, if you're gonna do the Milk of Magnesia step, do not swipe foundation or product across your face. You don't want to do that because that can also cause the Milk of Magnesia to roll, make your product roll. So you definitely don't want to do that. I'm just gonna turn my light down so we can see. Yes, honey. This is lower light so you guys can see like real time what I'm looking at. I like a really light under eye, so I'm gonna go back in with a little bit more of my lighter concealer and just blend that out a little bit. And try not to be too heavy-handed with your blending, because if you do, you will create these patches. I don't know about other concealers because I used to use LA Pro for a long time. I mean, I just switched over to e.l.f. I was die-hard LA Pro concealer girl, and that one did not do this. But this one, if you're too heavy-handed, it won't be like all one layer. It will look patchy, and you definitely don't want that. And that can happen too if you didn't let the concealer dry long enough, it will be patchy. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in with my beauty blender and just blend the edges out for a smoother. Blend the edges out, and then also I'm just gonna go over it to take off any excess product. All right, now it is contour time, and I use the Juvia's Place palette and the Style Zulu. The Zulu palette has these colors in there. And I'm gonna be using this brown color to contour. Now, I contour before I put my powder on. Sometimes I forget and I do it the other way, but it just depends on what kind of day I'm having. And I try to bring it kind of high up because I'm thick. I'm a thick girl. My face may look a little slim to me. To me, I feel like it's slim, but I still try to have my face snatched, okay? So now I'm gonna go in with one of these bad boys and go ahead and do my setting powder. I use the translucent powder by Morphe. And I'm not gonna let this sit long because you do not want to be out here looking like a ghost, honey. I put it on and I brush it off like immediately. Now I'm using the Matte Fix by Revolution Oil Control Setting Spray. I feel like setting spray be bring me back to life because that powder should be making me look dry, honey. This is the finished look. Let's get close up on it. If you enjoyed this makeup look, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. I also am gonna come back later on. Let's see. Well, I'm on my phone, so I can't show you. Oh, I can use my iPad. It is 3:57. I'm gonna come back later just to update y'all on what my makeup is looking like later on, so you can really see that this is sweat proof. I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna come back in, I'm gonna check in with you guys after doing everything that I need to do for the rest of the day and show you hours later it's still gonna look bomb just like this. All right guys, this is my makeup. It's about 5 hours later. I would have showed you a longer period of time, but it's getting late. I did my makeup really late in the day, but this is how it's looking. I have not had to touch it up one time, and I've been busy doing things, been outside and everything, and it's still looking pretty good. So definitely make sure you try out this routine. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment and update me on how it worked out for you. Make sure you hit that like button as well as that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all my uploads. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.